Strike three swinging.
United we play. United we win.
Deep right field. Another absolute bomb over the flag court.
We are family.
Outstanding effort again.
We're busting ours to kick yours.
That's big time.
-15.
Respect all, fear none.
Oh, did he belt that one?
Intensity is not a perfume.
It was a no-doubter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Orioles Hot Stove Show on MASN All Access is presented by your Baltimore area Toyota dealers. For legendary safety and reliability, choose Toyota, and let's go places. Hey everyone, I'm Brendan Mortensen. Welcome into the Orioles Hot Stove Show here on MASN All Access. We will get to the baseball news. We've got updates from guys like Dylan Tate and Tyler Wells on their off seasons. But of course, we have got to start with one of the biggest storylines in club history, as there is a changeup in the ownership here. The Angelos family, the majority owner of the Baltimore Orioles, has agreed to sell a control stake of the club to Baltimore native and philanthropist David M. Rubenstein. In a statement, Rubenstein said, quote, "I look forward to working with all the Orioles owners, players, and staff to build upon the incredible success the team has achieved in recent seasons. Our collective goal will be to bring a World Series trophy back to the city of Baltimore. To the fans, I say we do it for you, and we can't do it without you. Thank you for your support." Of course, Rubenstein is a graduate of Baltimore City College and a globally known philanthropist. He's currently the co-founder and co-chairman of the Carlyle Group, and he will become the controlling owner of the Orioles upon the closing of the transaction, and he's joined by an investment group that includes Orioles legend Cal Ripken Jr., among others. Now, the Angelos family will continue to hold a sizable investment in the Orioles, with John serving as a senior advisor to the organization. And in a statement from John Angelos, he said, quote, "When I took on the role of chair and CEO of the Orioles, we had the objective of restoring the franchise to the elite status in Major League sports, keeping the team in Baltimore for years to come, and revitalizing our partnership group. This relationship with David Rubenstein and his partners validates that we have not only met, but exceeded our goals." And you have heard it from all parties involved here. A lot of optimism about this move. We will see what changes happen over the coming months, but between the new lease agreement and new ownership, a lot of reasons to be excited here in Baltimore. And it was an exciting weekend for Orioles fans already with the Birdland Caravan, as we saw some players, front office members, and coaches get to meet up with Orioles fans around the state, around the community. Really cool to see everybody getting involved, interacting with fans, and we hope we saw you out at Birdland Caravan. And of course, for fans, it's a really cool opportunity to get to talk and meet with some of the players. But for media members, it's also an opportunity to meet with some players and coaches and front office members that we haven't gotten to talk to in a while. We were able to get some updates from key players, including Dylan Tate, who we didn't hear from last season. Here's Tate with an update on his health.
Yeah, ready to go for camp, and just excited to be back out there. So I'm in camp a little bit early right now, just trying to get acclimated with everything, and I'll be ready to go by the first workout.
How tough has this past year been for you, just going through everything that you went through?
Exactly what you just said. It was a whirlwind, to say the least, but I'm through it now at this point, and I'm just trying to look forward.
Well, getting a healthy Dylan Tate in this bullpen would be huge for Brandon Hyde and company. Coming into the year, of course, there's no Felix Bautista, so you were really just left with one high-leverage right-handed reliever in Yennier Cano. Signed Craig Kimbrell. There's one. Dylan Tate now joins that. He is a right-on-right specialist. You see the numbers back in 2022. The ERA just over 3, a whip under 1, and right-handed hitters had just a .524 OPS against Tate that year. So Dylan Tate, you can look at him in the 7th, 8th inning, going to come in an inning where you're facing maybe two right-handers there, and he is going to get some outs. So that is a huge development for the Orioles bullpen, and he might be replacing the spot of somebody like Tyler Wells. Coming into the offseason, we figured that Wells would be bumped into that bullpen if the O's brought in another starting pitcher, but that hasn't happened yet, either through free agency or via trade. So Wells looks like he could be the number 5 starter, and we caught up with the big right-hander at Birdland Caravan to ask him about his offseason preparation.
The whole offseason for me is just preparation for what could come. I'm not really too focused on what the role is right now. As long as my body feels good and arm feels good and we're going into camp healthy, then that's all that matters to me.
Have they told you anything about a possible role?
I haven't had any discussions about it yet.
You mentioned the preparation of whatever could happen. What does that preparation look like? What does your offseason look like?
I mean, a lot of it is just the training aspect of it. Just trying to consistently, show up every day, get my body ready, get my body prepared for a heavier workload. That's usually how I train each and every off season. Even kind of coming into 21 as a reliever, I was preparing to be a starter, and so pretty much every off season looks like that for me. So I wouldn't say that this is any abnormal preparation at all. But coming into camp and doing my bullpens, my live BPs, and all that prior to camp is always pretty much the same.
How well that first half went for you last year? I mean, do you feel like you deserve another chance to start, that you should be in that rotation?
I mean, I don't think I ever deserve anything. I think that the best way I can put it is where am I best suited to help the team win? And, I think that I did that last year. And, with what we were able to do kind of going into the postseason and whatnot, I think was kind of a testament to just, for me to try and be as malleable as possible for the team. So that's kind of how the approach has been. But, I definitely don't think I deserve anything, but I'm going to come in each and every time, just like I have the last 3 spring trainings, to earn my spot.
The Orioles Hot Stove Show on MASN All Access is presented by your Baltimore area Toyota dealers. For legendary safety and reliability, choose Toyota, and let's go places. Well, it's been a busy week in Birdland, so we wouldn't blame you if you didn't see another new top 100. But guess what? Jackson Holliday still number 1 in all of baseball, according to MLB Pipeline. By the way, he's also number 1 in ESPN's new top 100, which marks the 3rd straight year that the Orioles have had the consensus number 1 prospect in baseball, according to Baseball America, MLB Pipeline, and ESPN. That's pretty cool there. Samuel Basayo checks in at number 17, and Colton Cowser takes a big jump up to number 19. He was ranked 34th, according to Baseball America. So the Orioles with 3 prospects inside the top 20. Kobe Mayo gives them 4 inside the top 30. Heston Kjerstad checks in at number 32. And Joey Ortiz at number 63 on MLB Pipeline was unranked on Baseball America. And on that ESPN list, by the way, Enrique Bradfield Jr. cracked the top 100 at number 94. Well, one prospect that you're not finding on that top 100 list quite yet is former high school draft pick Creed Willems. Back in 2021, he was an 8th round pick, and he showed you a lot of good stuff last year in his age 20 season. Down in Delmarva, had a batting average over 300, OPS was over 1,000 in 30 games, went up to Aberdeen and struggled a little bit, but again, excited to see what he can show as he continues to age and mature here in the Orioles system. Here's a closer look at the catching prospect.
Hi, I'm Creed Willems. I'm from Lido, Texas, and I'm a catcher. I think it's kind of always been a big part of my life. Ever since I was born, I've been at the field watching my brother play. So I think it's been pretty much my whole life I've been around the game. The coaching staff has been absolutely incredible. It was a rough year last year. Couldn't really find my groove, not only baseball-wise, but as a person. The maturity has really come along. Everybody here is here to help you and wants to get the most out of you, so they're going to do whatever it takes to kind of help you get to where you want to be.
Willems sends one up in the air. Emiliani goes back, but he'll just turn and watch it fly over the wall. Fire me up, Creed Willems.
I think just understanding that failure is the path to success. You come into it and you don't really expect it to be that big of a shock, but once you get to pro ball, you realize, yeah, this is nothing like high school. So reminding yourself that, you know, it's a long season, not letting the emotions get the best of you, and just trying to stay in even kill and don't ride the highs too much and don't ride the lows too much. I would say probably the game calling as a catcher. I think that's a huge part. Really working for my pitchers and making sure that they feel comfortable with what I'm calling, and lately the game calling, and then also just the catching aspect in general, from receiving to blocking, throwing. I think everything that is involved with catching has been a really big focus for me this year. My faith is a big part of my life. The Lord gets all the glory, because at the end of the day, it's not about all you can do on the baseball field. It's about the type of person you are.
Well, that'll just about wrap things up for this week's edition of the Hot Stove Show here on MASN All Access. Make sure you're checking out all of our coverage all off-season long on our MASN Orioles social pages. Matt Bonaparte and I also host The Bird's Nest every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Big thank you to Amy Jennings, Bobby Blanco, and Matt Bonaparte behind the scenes. We'll be back next week.